Just found this fantastic old postcard. It says just simply a bend in the road, Cape Cod. And you think about that, that could be just about anywhere. But the fact is that so many of us, when we come down to the Cape, we drive Route 6 and we get off at the exit that we need, and we miss so much of the beauty of this part of Massachusetts. The bend in the road in this particular postcard is actually on Route 6A, and when we get on Route 6A, we get to see the things that the people who grew up on Cape Cod, who live on Cape Cod, have always known, that this is where the beauty of Cape Cod really is. It's the places where you not only see a salt marsh, but when you look out across that salt marsh, you see a church spire sticking out above it. It's the place where you're going to find the most historic buildings. You're going to see the old sea captains' homes, all these wonderful things that make Cape Cod what it really is today. Route 6A starts in Bourne, and right alongside the Cape Cod Canal, just south of it. The canal itself is an amazing piece of engineering that could be a tale unto itself here. But the fact is, we get onto Route 6A and we start to work our way towards Sandwich, and out we've got this natural beauty just surrounding us. And we know that we're now on the way where there's going to be dining and antiquing and shopping and all these fantastic things we can do as we're transiting Route 6A. But what we have to do most is remember to look out the windows and see that we have the beauty of the salt marshes here, these fantastic wide open spaces that reach out to us. We then come into Barnstable Village. When we get there, we see that life picks up a little bit in this little corner of the world. It's the place where you have the government, you have the schools, you have the library, you have the churches, you have the old customs house that's now a museum. As we kind of transit through Barnstable, we come to Yarmouth Port and Dennis, and when we get to Yarmouth Port, we see some of these intersections where the roads cross, and you can see again that these were the linkages between these small villages. We go through the Sea Captain's Mile, where we see these fantastic old homes where the sea captains lived, men who made their living off of whaling. We transit into Dennis, and when we get into Dennis, we have the beauty of Scargill Lake and the Scargill Tower, but we also have something that kind of gives you kind of a jolt too. When you see one of the old cemeteries, it hits you that, wow, people have lived here and loved here and worked here and died here for 400 years. We get into Brewster. Keep your eye out for the architecture in this section of Cape Cod. This is absolutely beautiful. Brewster has got these fantastic salt marshes like much of the Cape, but really around the Cape Cod Museum of Natural History, you really come across it out there on Wings Island. Further on in Orleans, we find many more options for antiquing and for shopping and dining before we kind of wind our way up to a rotary and find ourselves suddenly back on the beaten path of Route 6 and heading out to the Outer Cape. So here we are. Old Kings Highway. Fun thing about this is that this was the path of least resistance. Cape Codders didn't pick this road. As intrepid as they were, they knew that the best thing to do was to find that path. And so in the end, the road really picked us. We're just lucky enough to be able to travel it.